The idea of picking up a paintbrush and actually painting feels very scary, which is so funny because... Hi, my name's Armida. Welcome to my channel. So yeah, today we're going to do something very simple. I'm just going to do a couple little sketches today. Not my usual painting content. Very surprising, I know. I thought I'd take a chance to be very honest on this channel. You know, like, who am I if I'm not being overly honest and probably sharing too many details? But I've been in a funk lately. I think that's something to put quite lightly. Maybe like an artist block, if you will. I haven't touched a paintbrush to paint since I finished my last like really big painting, which is quite beautiful. Like, I'm very proud of it. It's not like I finished it and I hated it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna paint again kind of thing. No, it's nothing like that. It's just like something in my personal life that's like really sucking the creativity out of me. And it wasn't until very recently that I'm starting to feel myself again. You know, my mood has been lifted. I can function as a human again, which is always a good thing. To be able to be yourself is always a good thing. I mean, we always gotta celebrate that. But when I am not in a good mood, if I am feeling awful, no energy, just bad all around, my artwork does take a hit. It just does. I'm not saying I have to be in the best mood to create. I mean, I wouldn't be an artist if I only made creations and created when I was like 100%. That wouldn't be very realistic. But I've been so down, so sad for the past couple months that I haven't felt this sad in a very long time. Like, I can't even remember the last time I was this down and just so negative. When I'm ready to share about my experience, I'll probably do it in a different video. It'll probably be its own thing. I think I've reached the hump, you know, like there's like sadness and not feeling well can be like a mountain, and I think I've reached the hill of the mountain, and I'm getting better now. So this past week I finally feel like I can be myself and start to create. But it's been a couple months since I've painted. You know, I think last time was like January, maybe early February that I finished the last really big painting I worked on, and I haven't painted since. So the idea of picking up a paintbrush and actually painting feels very scary, which is so funny because like when I was talking about working on the really big painting, it was 30 by 40 inches, and I was like, oh my gosh, this feels very intimidating, very daunting, and I like had to switch up the way that I painted it so that it wouldn't feel so daunting. And I got through it. Like, I was able to do it. It did take me a while just because it's a very big painting. I don't think it took me like too long to paint it because I was up in my head thinking about it. I don't think so. But because I've been out of it for so long, it's taken me a bit to get back into it. I thought I could start doing like the little 5x7 painting. I really thought that I could just like, you know what, let me just start with something real tiny. But even the idea of that is still very scary. So I thought, you know what, let me simplify it even more and let's just sketch with pencil. I just like to do some fun sketches sometimes. So today I'm just gonna pick out a couple photos of mine that I probably have on my phone, and I'm just gonna sketch just some fun stuff. I'm thinking maybe sketching either one or both of my cats. I don't know how many sketches I can get done today, because usually I'm like, oh yeah, I could do a couple sketches today, and then I start doing a sketch of maybe I'll do of like one of my cats, and then I just get really sucked into it and I make it like its own like art project. That's why I can't really do anything too small, because then I like want to make it, I just want to perfect it, so I keep working at it until I'm like, oh, this is good. So yeah, we're just gonna sketch some today. You know, I've been in a funk, I've been really down on myself, and so I want to get back into it in like the simplest way possible. Yeah, even doing like a cloudscape or cityscape feels like a lot to me right now. I feel like portraits are very simple, so I'll probably do a couple portraits, maybe the kitties. That's probably it. That's the plan. So I'm gonna do the sketches on my computer desk that you've seen before. and I'm going to use my web camera to record my face so that I can still chat with you, and then I'll use my phone camera to record me actually drawing and stuff. And yeah, I'll just show you my little thought process, anything that I got going on. So yeah, let's move over to the computer desk and get sketching. Yeah, let's do it. Woo! So hello from this corner of my apartment. I am here at my desk. I'm using my webcam and my Yeti microphone that I used to use when I used to stream on Twitch. Really funny how you get to reuse things after you buy them a million years ago for a different purpose, and now I'm doing it for this because I would like to have 2 cameras on at the same time, but I literally just use my phone because I literally haven't bought a different camera yet. But yeah, I'm over here by my computer. I got my sketchbook in front of me with my pencils. Yeah, graphite. Yeah, I just have my full array of graphite pencils. I think they range from like 4H to 8B, and 8B is pretty hard to find. I think I have to get them extra because I think in school they don't want you to go this dark like right away because 8B is like pretty dark, but I like to use it as like the darkest dark of my shadows. But that's just me. I got like gummy little the gummy erasers. Are they called gummy erasers, or did I just make that up right now? But it's like the kneaded erasers. There you go, kneaded erasers, where you just stretch it out like this. There you go. That's what these are called. I got 2. One of them's grosser than the other, and a sharpener. And yeah, I got my AirPods on because I'm gonna put some light tunes because I know this is gonna take me a while, and usually I do listen to something while I paint or draw, but I haven't done it where I've painted or drawn while like talking to you guys. So I was like, okay, I put some tunes in my AirPods so I can still listen, but still be able to chat with you because copyright is fun. It's so fun. Can't have any songs anywhere. Sorry about that. If you're wondering what I'm listening to, I put together oldies playlist for Christian and I's wedding. I call it my oldies playlist because it's from like the 40s and 50s. All the songs that are like kind of like romantic, kind of like low key, like to play in the background while everyone was eating at the reception. We had a super teeny tiny wedding out. Yeah, and so I think the very first thing that I'm gonna do today is draw maybe myself first. I have an image of Christian, my little coffee bean cat, and myself because I have a ton of pictures of myself. I'm like, who doesn't have a ton of pictures of themselves? So I was like, oh, let me start with a picture of myself first because I'm getting out of this funk. I haven't painted or drawn in like ages, so I'm probably a little rusty, so might as well screw up a drawing of myself first, and then maybe if I can finish it, or maybe I'll hate it and I'll want to do something else, then we'll just move on from there. So yeah, let's just start sketching myself. Alright, so I'm not even gonna care about it. Okay, so I cropped it so that it's kind of like a square, so that it's just like okay, I'm not even gonna think about it. Oh my god, I literally haven't picked up a pencil in ages. Okay, just like head shape. I really don't care. The key is just to not care. It really is. Because if you thought too much about every little thing that you did, you'll never get anywhere. My shoulder's like coming into the frame, so it looks really big. With all this extra fabric I got going on here. Yeah, when I did like life drawing, and life drawings when you got a human, usually naked, in the nude. They're like in front of you, all naked, and you have to sketch them, live, like they're right there in front of you. I think I realized when I did the head, I did just like my forehead bit. I did not count for any of my hair. Oh yeah, so when I did live drawing, I found that when I did the craziest hand motions, that's when I did the best. Which I feel like it gives my drawings a lot of personality. Because when I'm too meticulous with it, it looks really boring. Oh, I have this really cool fun vest in this photo. I mean, I already talked about it in the video. Yeah, when am I ever gonna wear this vest again? I told my husband, I'm like, maybe I can crack it out for Comic-Con. We have like this thing called Phoenix Fan Fusion, which is like our Comic-Con, which is coming up in May. Dude, it's been postponed literally a million times. The only hindrance with this is that it totally squishes up, with this top, is that it totally squishes up my breasticles. I cannot breathe, but I look good. Am I right, ladies? It's gonna end before the the bottom of the page. Well, I mean, they never want you to like cut too much stuff off. It's gonna end right here because that's where the image ends, and I got no more image. Well, you want to start off your sketches with like the lightest pencil you got, and then you can always do extra stuff on top of it. I think I'm really messing up this neck. Okay, I think I'm gonna make the shoulder pad a little bigger. I mean, a lot of this is reminding me when I used to live stream on Twitch. I didn't do much artwork. I think I did it for like a little bit, do like live doing drawing. I mean, if that's something you really want to see me do, is like sketch like this live. Like, this is so easy. I can surely do this. Like, it's a lot simpler than painting. Cause this is over here. Computer is like over here in a different room in the apartment. So it'll be pretty difficult for me to put the streaming stuff in the studio. But I mean, if you guys are like, oh my gosh, Armida, live stream your artwork, that'd be amazing. I want to see that so bad. And then I'd probably consider doing it. I want to give myself a good amount of neck, but I think I really messed up this head. I'm liking what's going on down here. It's not look too bad. I love fabric. I love wrinkly fabric. Love it. And sorry if you can totally see my eye bags from this angle. You know, I'm like going through it, man. I did not feel like putting on a full face of makeup, and since, you know, the theme of this video is like trying to get yourself out of a funk, I thought it felt appropriate that I look like I've been in a funk. I mean, that's a fun way to put it, a funk. I'm getting into way too much of the details. I get such interesting eyebrows. I'm doing like, okay, the mouth is gonna be here. Just like, I'm trying to do like the very generic, like, this is where parts of the face will be. Trying to connect them to each other. Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing this first so that I can really mess this up. I'm listening to a lot of jazz right now, by the way. I didn't want to put anything too upbeat that I would really want to jam out to. Which, I mean, like, if that's like totally your thing, like, you're getting creative and you gotta have like loud AF music, it's totally, I love that. Love that for you. That's so fun. I personally like to like exercise to my loud music, or like drive. I love just driving. Love it for funsies. All times of day, morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime. I love just driving, especially on the freeway. I love it. Jamming out to music. Dang, I was not having a good bang day this day. I mean, kind of today too. You guys don't judge me too much for my drawing skills. You're like, oh my gosh, she can paint pretty decently, but then when she gets the pencil, and this is what she does when she sketches, like, hey guys, don't beat me up too much. Yeah, do you guys like to drive? Kind of, like I said, I love to drive on the freeway, but that wasn't always the case. My mom's got a big fear. She gets very anxious on the freeway, and she doesn't drive anymore. My dad drives her around everywhere now, but she kind of like tried putting that fear onto me when I first started to learn how to drive. I don't know if you're ready to drive on the freeway. It's so dangerous. That's the kind of talk we would talk about the freeway. And so I'm like, okay, like I listen to my mom, especially at like 16, 17, 18, you know, I'm learning to drive. I'm listening to her. But now, fast forward now, I'm 24. Love driving the freeway. Okay, I'm really trying not to care too much about this. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's literally just to get me out of a funk. If I can like finish this today and like be happy that I'm no longer in a weird funk, then this will be a win, you know? Oh, my face is, that's really messed up. Okay, I think I put the eyes too low. It's a shame because I did not hate how the eyes were looking. At least with being in a funk, now that I'm like getting out of it, definitely been more open with the people around me about my funk, and now I'm getting more help, which is just such a shame. Like when I was in the deepest of the funk, I had no energy to reach out and be like, hey, I need help. You know, like isn't that like what's such a shame? Like when you feel the worst, it's the hardest to ask for help. Well, yeah, now that I'm like slowly getting out of it, I'm like, guys, like I was in a bit pretty down. Such a shame. Well, I hope I'm not like I want to be honest, but I don't want anybody to worry about me too much. You know, like I'm not like don't be worried about me. I'm okay. I'm definitely okay now. 100%. I'm okay now. I got a really good support system. Nothing to be worried about. With time, I'll share with you what I got going on. It's just like I want to be honest and talk about it, but as I'm saying it out loud, it sounds really worrisome, and I don't want anybody to be worried about me. Oh dang, the top of the head is getting a little difficult because like, you know, my head is receding back, which means like, look, you can't even see the crown of my head as I like put my head up, but it's like I still have a head, you know. I guess I could always make the head a little bigger and it might look more attractive that way. Maybe not. Maybe I like the top, maybe to the side. I always have trouble with like my cheeks. There's one self-portrait I did in 2018 where I really struggled with like the profile of my face, but I think that had a lot to do with like the source image I picked for that one, where it was not very clear the side of my face, plus like my eye, like you could barely see one of my eyes. I picked like the worst source image for that self-portrait. And now I think my cheekbone is too high. I got some cheeks, but they're not that prominent. Just think about sketching yourself as well. It's like, it's your face. You know, it's your face, and yeah, you know it, but it can be hard to sketch yourself. But also, it could make it to be one of the easier. It's a good challenge. Good for now. This is just to get me out of a funk. Doesn't have to be perfect. I think I made my face too narrow. I think I moved my ear this way. That could be a way to help fix it. I think that helps. Oh, I think I might have helped this. Yeah, I think that did. I think that helps solve my face too narrow problem. Okay. I think that's good. That's good for now. Okay, let me do some a little bit darker. I don't know, I kind of want to jump straight to, but then if I touch it, it's gonna smear a lot. I should probably do 2B because this is what, 2H? Let me do 2B next. A little sharpen. I'm gonna jump to the darker color just so I have like some contrast. It feels like everything I'm doing is like so dark because I think because the paper is like fully, you know, white. Yeah, the darkest thing here is definitely my hair and like the leather thing I got on my chesticle. I'm like going around to see what it looks like to be the darkest parts. I'm just getting this out of the way because I thought I can work like a normal human and go from light to dark. Nope, not gonna happen. I just gotta be really careful now with all this really dark on the graphite on the paper, because then if I smear it, then it's not gonna look good. It's not gonna be all smudgy. That's a look, but it's not. Going like light and sketchy right now. We could always really go ham later. Okay, so that was like the darky bits that I could tell. I'm gonna do a lot of the other darky bits with this 5B. Please, why? All days. Using the side of the pencil to get this like really chalky texture. I'm just really trying to fill it in, you know. I'm trying to do that for the hair, but also do like seeing the little stringy bits of the hair. But I don't want white showing through. See, I'm gonna use 3B to do stuff that's like a little bit lighter than the 5 stuff. Yeah, it seems like I'm working darkest to lightest, which is very interesting. We have always done this. You know, like I said, it's been a... fun. I keep throwing on my pencils over here, but then I'm like, which one are you? Okay, I feel like this hair could be darker, so I'm gonna grab the 8B again. Even though it feels like I've touched the hair like a ton, it doesn't look as dark as I would want it to. So I'm gonna fill it in. Face is like too light. I mean, because I'm not as white as the white of my shirt, you know? So it's like, I think maybe I'll go in with the 2H, my face, and just like go through with the little shadowy bits. Earlier I tried doing it with the 2B and then that felt too through now with the 2B and see if I can touch up another time. Maybe I'll the face. Terrible. I think I might put like one of those like fake little shadows right here next to my face so that there's something to have under contrast. Fade it out a little bit. Fix the lips a little bit. Where's my 5B? Okay, I'm like really pressing hard now. Not bad. I mean, everything else I'm doing now is just like for flavor. A little flavor, a little bit of texture, a little bit of variation. Favorite part is this top, like this little shirt thing we got going on here. I think I had a lot more fun with it. Oh, I didn't put any shade on my arm. Read the word that you wrote. 2B? Where's my 2B? I really should stop. Someone maybe stop. Yeah, I think that's a good place to stop it. So yeah, this is the finished product. This is it all finished. It's like whatever, you know. Sometimes you gotta just make yourself draw a little picture of yourself. Because if you think too much about it, then you'll never get anywhere. I've really been in such a little funk, and hopefully this gets me out of it. I mean, I think that the top really turned out really good with the little shirt and the rose thing. I didn't put too much detail into it because it's just a little sketchy, you know. It's like whatever. I do think I made the face too squished, too narrow. But I don't know if that's because I didn't like have it propped up like you should. And so I ended up having to like hunch over it. Literally, I don't even follow my own advice. I literally said in my art supply video that you should draw with something propping it up. I thought maybe I would be able to be okay with this little table, especially because it's just a tiny little sketch. But I found myself like having to keep picking it up, and so maybe that's something to do with it. That's the reason why my face is like all squished. But I've done that before. Like I've done that so many times before where I've like squished faces because I'm like, maybe it's like a subconscious thing where I don't want my face to be too pudgy or something, and I just like squish it. Yeah, maybe I'll do another video where I do another little sketch of maybe either my little coffee bean cat, or I can do one of my husband if I get to that point. But it feels like I was drawing for like ages, like I think. So I thought that I could probably do a quicker sketch. Oh, I said it too. I was like, oh, watch me only do one because I have to like make it perfect or something. I literally said it, and I know myself. And because I've been in such a funk, you know, like when you're like in a groove of things and you're drawing like constantly, you can like just like spit it out artwork, you know, much faster when you're in like a groove of it. But because I've been out of it for so long, it probably took me a lot longer to figure it out because you know, we all make mistakes and stuff. So, yeah, I think that's it for this video. I don't want to make my videos too long, and I can ramble on forever. I really can. But if you really liked me doing like a sketch, like instead of like a normal painting, please let me know by giving this a like, because this is not not usually my painting content. You know, I'm all about painting and my life specifically. So thank you for your patience while I'm trying to get out of this little funk of mine. Hopefully I'll be able to, I am feeling a lot better, so hopefully I'll be able to get back into the groove of it pretty soon. But this was just a little something to like get into it, you know. I didn't want to, it's just, painting seems just like so intimidating right now. I really couldn't think of doing it before today. So yeah, I think that's it from me today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like drawing content, please give this video a like so that I know that this is something that you enjoy and you like to see more of it. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Okay, goodbye. Bye bye.